Dear brothers and sisters, Islam is a faith built on peace, justice, and discipline. It is a way of life that teaches wisdom, self-restraint, and personal excellence. It guides us on how to live in harmony with ourselves, our surroundings, and above all, with our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the most persistent challenges that men encounter in today's world is the attraction toward women. While women are a magnificent blessing from Allah, they can also serve as a great test for those who fail to control their desires and disregard the limits set by Allah. This video will present 15 profound Islamic lessons on why choosing to walk away from women who are not lawful for you can be a source of immense strength and personal empowerment. These teachings are derived from the Quran, the Sunnah, and the wisdom of great Islamic scholars. Each of these lessons will not only motivate you to become a better Muslim, but also help you attain a higher level of self-discipline, faith, and success in both this world and the hereafter. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Obedience to Allah, the foundation of strength. The greatest reason to walk away from unlawful relationships is that it is an act of obedience to Allah. Islam strictly prohibits anything that leads to zina, fornication, and adultery. Allah states in the Quran, "And do not approach unlawful sexual intercourse. Indeed, it is ever an immorality and is evil as a way." Surah Al-Isra 17:32. Every boundary set by Allah is meant to protect us from harm, regret, and punishment. When you choose to avoid temptation, you demonstrate submission to Allah's will and acknowledge His wisdom. By doing so, you prepare yourself for a blessed life with a lawful spouse, whom Allah will grant you at the right time. Walking away is not a loss. It is an act of faith and self-control that elevates you in the sight of Allah. Lesson 2. True strength lies in restraint, not in indulgence. Modern society often falsely glorifies those who engage in multiple relationships, considering it a sign of status or success. However, in reality, true strength lies in self-restraint, not in giving in to desires. A man who resists temptation and walks away from sin demonstrates that he is not a slave to his desires. Instead, he is someone who values his dignity, self-respect, and spiritual purity. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Whoever leaves something for the sake of Allah, Allah will compensate him with something better than it." Choosing purity over momentary pleasure is a mark of honor and self-respect. Lesson 3. Purifying the heart and strengthening the soul. The heart is the seat of faith, and it is constantly under attack by distractions and temptations. The Prophet said, "Indeed, in the body there is a piece of flesh. If it is sound, the whole body is sound. If it is corrupt, the whole body is corrupt. Verily, it is the heart." Sahih Bukhari. By walking away from unlawful interactions, you purify your heart from sin and make room for the love and remembrance of Allah. This leads to spiritual clarity and a sense of tranquility. Lesson 4. Increasing wisdom and gaining deeper understanding. Wisdom and knowledge are divine gifts from Allah. Allah raises those who seek knowledge. Allah will raise those who have believed among you and those who were given knowledge by degrees. Surah Al-Mujadila 58:11. When you refrain from distractions and focus on gaining Islamic knowledge, you unlock greater understanding and clarity. Instead of wasting time on superficial relationships, use your energy to grow intellectually and spiritually. Lesson 5. Protecting your wealth and health. Many people lose their financial stability and well-being due to relationships that are neither lawful nor meaningful. The temptation of lust can lead to unnecessary expenses, emotional stress, and even physical harm. By choosing discipline, you preserve your wealth and protect your health, both mental and physical. Allah commands us to use our resources wisely and to seek halal means of sustenance and enjoyment. Lesson 6. Honoring your family and upholding their trust. Your family and community are your foundation. By maintaining purity and respect for relationships, you bring honor to your parents, siblings, and future spouse. You also set a righteous example for the younger generation. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The best of you are those who are best to their families, and I am the best among you to my family." Walking away from temptation is not just a personal victory, it is an act of responsibility and respect toward those who love you. Lesson 7. earning Allah's pleasure and everlasting rewards. Nothing is more valuable than Allah's love and rewards. When you sacrifice a sinful pleasure for the sake of Allah, He grants you something far better. Allah promises in the Quran, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out, and He will provide for him from where he does not expect." Surah At-Talaq 65, 2-3. By staying on the right path, you secure Allah's blessings and a place in Jannah, inshaAllah. Lesson 8. Preparing for the hereafter. The Day of Judgment is a reality that every soul will face. What will truly matter is how well you guarded yourself against sin and temptation. Allah reminds us, "He who is drawn away from the fire and admitted to paradise has attained success. And what is the life of this world except the enjoyment of delusion?" Surah Al-Imran 385. Walking away from sinful relationships is an investment in your eternal future. Lesson 9. Following the example of the Prophet Muhammad. The Prophet Muhammad was the best role model. He exemplified restraint, self-discipline, and wisdom in all aspects of life. One of his teachings states, "Every eye commits zina, adultery. The zina of the eyes is looking at what is forbidden." If we truly love the Prophet, we must strive to follow his noble example. Lesson 10. Respecting and honoring women. Islam teaches deep respect and honor for women. True honor does not come from casual interactions, but from valuing and protecting their dignity. Allah says, "And He placed between you affection and mercy." Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. By walking away from haram relationships, you elevate yourself and the women around you. A path to strength and honor. The decision to walk away from unlawful temptations is not about restriction, it is about empowerment. It is about choosing self-respect over regret, purity over sin, and Allah's pleasure over fleeting desires. Key takeaways. Obedience to Allah brings peace. True strength lies in self-discipline. Purity enhances faith and mental clarity. Following the Prophet leads to success. Avoiding sin leads to greater blessings. If you found this video beneficial, please like, comment and subscribe to stay connected with more Islamic guidance. May Allah bless you and keep you steadfast on the right path. Ameen.